Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sunrise, Florida for tonight's hockey game between the Eastern leading Washington Capitals and your hometown team tonight, the Florida Panthers. The Panthers have found themselves winning as of late, but against the league's best in Washington, how good is good really? Well, we're about to find out tonight. The goalies tonight for each representative side for the Capitals, Holtby, 33 wins on the season in net. And of course, the guy you have to look after tonight, how about the league leader in goals, Alex Ovechkin, 45 of them coming in. And for the Panthers, Michael Hutchinson has a shutout, 6.15-0 on the year. And that goal out average has dropped, but not enough. So we'll see if he can improve that tonight against Ovechkin and the rest of the Capital offense. Speaking of Holtby, 33 wins on the season. How about 6 shutouts and a 1.8 goal allowed average for him? Highlights will take us into the first period here. 5 minutes down. How about a fake shot from Petrovic that passes to Zach Smith, and the Panthers take a backhand lead on Braden Holtby there in front of the net. Nothing Holtby could do. We'll get a replay here. Zach Smith, 8th goal of the year, shorthanded as well. Capitals were on the power play. Great fake slap shot there by Petrovic. Little hand, backhand, that is, to the net from Zach Smith. And then the Panthers weren't done. Jonathan Marchessault trips over his own feet trying to make a skill move. Somehow it throws Braden Holtby off guard, and the Panthers have a 2-0 lead. Second period, 13:40 in. Marchessault, 7th of the year. And again, he just tries to get fancy, but he recovers and goes near side post. Holtby could not get the positioning, even though it looked very, very promising. Panthers up 2-0. That would not last, though. How about the Capitals? Well, we talked about him pregame, Alex Ovechkin, and guess what? Right here, he gets a little deflection goal, and that is just another tally mark on the goals scored this year for himself and for the Capitals. 46 of the year, it's another power play opportunity. This one does come up big, though, and you see there, Florida did everything they could in their power to stop that. The defenders were there, but Ovechkin just too good. And how about another goal? This time a little 5-hole magic. That one coming off the stick. And we got ourselves a game, folks. Andre Burakovsky, little through the legs, 5-hole magic, and guess what? This game's tied 2-2, and replay here. Well, Florida wasn't expecting it to come from that far out. 19 minutes to go here in the final period in regulation, and this one gets deflected by Johansson, and the Capitals have a lead. 3-2 here in the third period. And Marcus Johansson, right place, right time. Nothing Hutchinson could do about that one either. So far, it looks like all 3 goals have just messed with Michael Hutchinson enough to where the Capitals can take charge. Speaking of taking charge, how about the passing on this possession from the Capitals? Up 3-2, 16 minutes left. A little shot on net gets deflected, and then Hutchinson playing great defense. Unfortunately, it's not going to last all the time, and it's another goal for the Capitals. 4-2, Washington leads. That turns into 6-2. And how about the final 40 ticks? A little insult to injury. Yeah, that's not pretty to look at. How about Vrana getting in on the fun for Washington? 7-2 game. That would go on to be your final. Second goal for Vrana tonight. On a power play once again. Final 10 seconds here. Hutchinson would make one more save, and the Panthers would just clear it out with Zach Smith. And that is your game tonight, folks. Capitals showing why they are the best in the East and heavy Stanley Cup favorites in the East. Not only to represent the East, but potentially win the whole thing come playoff time. There's a lot of hockey left. We're just before the trade deadline, but that performance says a lot. For the Panthers, well, just another game, right? Up 2-0. You give up 7. Hutchinson started so promising, yet it was not to be. So, your final from Sunrise, Florida, the BB&T Center, Washington 7, Florida 2.